Hey, welcome to TC Disc Golf. Today, we're going to be talking about the Wild Disc Orca. If you have one of the original Orcas, especially after they made the stamps, the stamp on it is absolutely beautiful. And this disc, one of the things that stands out about it, everybody talks about it, I mentioned already, it's a beaded driver. Nobody makes beaded drivers, or at least they're not common, so if somebody makes them, I haven't heard of it. So when I handed this disc to my friends, a lot of times their first reaction was, it just feels weird. But I didn't mind the bead. Actually, most of the discs that I threw at the time were beaded. And so when I threw this disc, the bead was something I just kind of got used to. The disc itself is rated somewhere as like a 12.5, -1, 2. Or -1. 2.5, 3. It was a very good disc. And it's kind of interesting to say that those characteristics were fluctuating, because some people would even give it a -2 on the turn. The reason is that the plastics from Gateway, they beat in super fast. So I actually have several Orcas in different stages of wear, because out of all my discs, the Orca is the one that as it wore, the characteristics changed most noticeably. So I threw the Wild Disc Orca. After a while, I have one now that almost on every throw, if I throw it flat, and I don't do the normal things I do that force the disc over on Anheuser, it'll take and turn first before fading dependably. Meaning I could throw it on flat, and if I got a good throw on it, it would flex on a flat throw, which is super cool and useful for a lot of the things I need, especially as a beginner player, not having a lot of distance. To have a disc that naturally gave me extra distance because I would get a full flight on a flat release was incredible to me, and I fell in love with this disc. The thing about this disc that was hardest for me though is that it is true when they say it's a 12 speed. It is a disc that requires more relative speed. When I threw the Orca, at first it was just a very straight disc that faded. But as time has gone on, as I've gotten better at my form, and as the discs have worn in a little bit, I started seeing that full flight happen. This disc has been one of my main drivers, as I'm able to continue to improve my form, and as the disc begins to wear in, the Great White could maybe even replace the Orca. Just off of the numbers alone and some of the characteristics like glide, there's a lot of similarity. Just the Great White is definitely the meatier disc. So, if you can get a hold of the Wild Disc Orca, it's definitely worth trying out. Now, this video is the last in my Wild Disc videos until they come out with their next disc. For those of you who don't know, in the description below, you can actually see my Wild Disc code. I'm part of Wild Disc Air Team, and this means that I get to offer you guys a 10% discount. And the cool part of this is, you guys get a discount, and Wild Disc actually will give part of your order to wildlife conservation. Those profits go to helping WWF, which is a great organization. If there's a disc that you think is worth trying out and that you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments below. And tell your friends about this video, share it, like it, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.